There's no need to have mass act like a lens when there actually is a lens. A cut glass goblet lens of the celestial sphere, damaged after the flood.
Kara, why did you block me from Earth discussions? Was it because you were like afraid that your bullshit heliocentric model would be exposed for the lie it is? Oh, let's talk about this. You brought up, what do you think is gravitational lensing? Which is just actually
So where's this glass, LSC?
glass
My little image here.
in front of the stars.
Is the glass in front of these bright yellow galaxies?
Absolutely, my dear. It's in front of the stars.
Or are these distorted galaxies that are being distorted by gravitational lensing?
It's not
Is
gravitational
the glass
lensing.
ahead of or behind these
It's in
yellow
front of
galaxies? I'm trying to figure that out.
It's in front of it. Just like I mentioned before. Just like what happened before.
Thing is we know gravity can bend light.
You know that gravity can bend... Well, because? Reasons? Is it because of Eddington?
Something that can be measured during a solar eclipse.
Oh, yeah! Alright, cue the clip, Steve. You got any other reasons why you think that it's just this lensing?
Yeah, it's deflecting, very much so.
You got any
But
other
it gave me an excuse.
Wait, stop here. You got any other reasons to think that this displacement, this distortion is caused by the fictitious gravitational lensing? Tell me, Kara.
Show gravitational lensing, which is a fantastic thing that we observe.
A fantastic thing that we observe.
It is largely beyond our comprehension. I'll even be honest
Where's my laugh track?
about that. We don't understand the true cause of it.
We don't understand.
But that is not evidence of a glass dome.
Why not? Larry Krauss compares it to a cut glass goblet, right?
Glass sphere at the center of Earth, in a cell Earth. We haven't even established the planetary motion.
Hey, all I'm saying is that you're experts in the field. They use the analogy of looking at it through a cut glass goblet. What does that say? What does it say? What do you think the likelihood, the possibility that it is a bumpy surface glass enveloping the stars? What do you think that possibility is? Just if you're going to compare it to glass, why wouldn't it be glass?
And why isn't any planet or anything else nearby distorted by these things? Why aren't any of the stars that we see distorted by gravity?
Well, it looks like we got this right here. That's a glass distortion anomaly. Right there, there's another one. Right there, there's another one. Here's another one. See, this all has to do with your failure to understand that during the time of the flood, the stars, like I mentioned before, they clustered together, they got really hot. The stars are very small. We're talking sonoluminescence here. They melted holes through the glass. The windows of heaven were opened. Because it's cold up there, that glass eventually congealed back together. Now we have a bumpy surface to the celestial sphere. Is that too hard, too difficult for you to understand, Kara?
Lensing. Why is it only extremely distant galaxies with extremely high redshift?
Oh, extremely distant galaxies with extremely high redshift. Well, if you do understand, if you're going to get like different creases in here, you have different fringing, different aberration, and you're going to get higher redshifts in some areas and lower redshifts in other areas. That's why you can connect a quasar, which supposedly in your stupid bullshit heliocentric model has an extremely high redshift, however, yet it looks connected to a galaxy. That's only happening because they are close, the stars are tiny, and they're behind a bumpy glass surface, distorting some areas, some regions, and not distorting other regions.
That we see these types of distortions.
This is very simple to
It's
understand.
not extremely high redshift, but higher redshift than the foreground galaxies. These
Yeah,
galaxies are known to be much closer than the ones in the back, based on redshift.
Yeah, based on redshift. That's the key phrase right there, based on chromatic aberration redshifting, because there's a glass in front of it, and they're all very close to us, all in the center of the Earth. What do you have to say about that, Kara?
Oh, of course they are.
She blocked me from the Earth discussions chat, and she doesn't want. She doesn't. You could tell. You could see the fear in her of being found out for supporting her bullshit model.
Are all the stars outside of the celestial sphere too?
No, the stars are inside, Kara.
Yeah, ruptured. You have no substantiation for that.
You have no substantiation. Like I say here in the chat, if you know the past, you can understand the future. The celestial sphere ruptured before. There's a celestial ocean above us, and that's how the water came down during the time of the flood. Congealed back together, now we have a bumpy glass surface. If you understand, we're living inside a concave cellular Earth, with the Earth being stationary and the Sun moving, orbiting around the celestial sphere. The Sun can stop, as it has in the past, about 3,500 years ago. And when it stopped, coincides with large hailstones from heaven, according to Joshua 10, and it's corroborated through every different legend and on every different continent. That can't happen in an Earth-spinning paradigm, my dear. No. You'd have to conclude that the Earth stopped spinning and have this whiplash effect of oceans going over continents. It's not going to work that way, and it's been confirmed. Even NASA will admit that the Sun has stopped in the past.
Planets are outside the celestial sphere. Another unsubstantiated claim.
She loves that word,
I
unsubstantiated.
don't point all those out because you make a lot of them.
Yeah. No, it's substantiated because even your experts, like Lawrence Krauss and Charles, whatever his name is, compare it to looking through a bumpy glass surface. Period.
Covered that. No substantiation.
Yes, there's your substantiation.
It's a bumpy surface.
That's right.
No substantiation.
Oh, yes, there is. Yes, there is, my dear.
Really are cool images, though.
Yeah, they're really cool. What are you going to show me now? More bumpy glass surface? Stars being seen through a bumpy glass surface. Is that what you're going to show me? Show me something else, Carol.
This one doesn't look real, though. Oh, maybe it was.
Look at that one. Look at that glass, that bumpy glass surface, distorting that tiny little galaxy. So, in the chat here, if you read it, I explained why we have spiral galaxies, because when the windows of heaven were opened and the water came down, and then after the glass openings congealed back together, we have a spiral pattern indicating a drain remnant. That's why we have spiral galaxies. It all makes sense. It makes too much sense. And you could tell she got quiet. She had this aha moment. Holy shit. LSC is right. These stars are behind glass. Just a matter of time before she capitulates and has to agree that she's living inside the LSC Earth.